Here's a problem that I solved using the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is, the song, right? X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, I put that on the first page for you. Alright, let's go on. Here's the problem. Y equals x squared minus 4x plus 7. First thing you need to do to solve using the quadratic formula is identify a, b, and c. Then you plug them into the formula. Here we go. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root. I always do b squared. B squared is negative 4 squared. Negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. All over 2a. The next step is simplifying. So I'm going to start to simplify. First thing I'm going to do is do negative times a negative 4 and get a positive 4 at the front. Then I'm going to simplify the square root. Alright. I have 16. And then I'm going to, this stuff I circled, order of operations tell me I need to multiply first before I add and subtract. So I'm going to multiply negative 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 7. So negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Negative 4 times 7 is negative 28. All over 2. Okay, next page. Next step, simplify 16 minus 28. So 16 minus 28 is negative 12. Here's how you deal with negative 12. Because a negative underneath the square root can't really happen, this is how we deal with it. You take it apart. Square root of negative 1 is defined as I, imaginary. Square root of 12, you do a factor tree. With the factor tree, if you have pairs, you take them out of the square root. So on the outside I have 2i, and this 3 didn't have a pair, so it has to stay. So that's how I deal with negative square root of 12. Basically, you could think like this. Square root of negative 12 simplifies to this. So I substituted, instead of square root of negative 12, I put 2i square root 3. Next page, I'm going to finish simplifying. There are a couple ways to simplify. One way is you can take the top of the fraction, or the numerator, and you can take a 2 out. So if I factor a 2 out, I'm left with 2 plus or minus. I factor the 2 out, so I get a 1i on the bottom. You can still factor a 2 out, which would be 2 times 1. And then you would cancel 2 divided by 2 because that is 1. So you're left with your final answer being 2 plus or minus I square root 3. You could split the roots up and say 2 plus I square root 3, 2 minus I square root 3. Final answers. You can write them either way. You should be able to recognize them both ways. All right, hope you got it. Bye.